Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Brady here with AvidMax, and I'm here to talk to you about how cool vests are. So really, over time, vests had been kind of the mainstay for fly fishing. If you were out fly fishing, a lot of times you were wearing a vest. Growing up as a kid, I was wearing a fly fishing vest, but things have kind of gotten away from them. For me, I still see it as the best system. It's the most comfortable for me. It carries everything I need. It's the least intrusive pack that I own. I operate a chest pack, a waist pack, all kinds of different stuff, but when it comes down to it, the vest tends to be the best option for me. So I just wanted to take a quick moment and show you everything that I carry, what I typically have on me throughout the day and why I appreciate the vest. One of the main things for me for the vest is I have everything on the front, right? It's all here, ready to go, easy access. I have my Tippet. I like how Orvis offers this Tippet bar that's nice and locked in place. It's very visible right here and easy accessible for me. Tools are also right here and ready to go, but they're sort of tucked up in a way. They're not hanging, they're not dangling around or doing anything, catching line, all that good stuff. Forceps, quick and easy access, clip right away up into that little portlet there. And then I have my nipper on this side that also sort of tucks away. The only other thing I like to operate on the outside of my vest is some sort of fly patch, and I've been a big fan of these South Fork magnets because you can just drop stuff right onto them. It also has the fly patches, you can put different things and stick to it, but those magnets have been really great for me. One more talking point before I go any further, I also like chest packs, but one of the things that I ran into that's kind of gotten me back to the vest is the visibility below me, kind of looking at my feet if I have a fish in the net, if I'm rigging or doing anything like that. I like to be able to see downward, and when you have a chest pack on, it's so high and kind of up in your face that when you look down, you're just staring at the top of that chest pack. With a vest, you have that open kind of avenue with all your gear separated to the side that you can still see to your feet. If you have a fish in the net, it's easy to get down, get that fly out, and get them released. So now let's take a look at what we got inside. Starting out, up in the top, I got a pocket full of indicators, and my homeboys do too. If you know the quote, a little Snoop Dogg there. Just a variety of indicators in here. I'll change this out throughout the year, depending on water conditions. If I need lighter indicators, heavier indicators, just a whole variety of stuff in the pocket there. Then it goes into my dry fly stuff. So I have a pocket here for some Aquel, and then we got some dry shake, got some high and dry shake in here. And then I also have my ice off paste. So I wear this vest a lot of times in the winter, and having that ice off paste for your guides can definitely be key. The opposite side here, I like to store some split shot. So I have my weights, just a small selection of weights there. And then I also use a lot of putty. So I just have some deep soft weight putty, which is great either by itself or in partnership. I'll actually ball this up a lot of times and roll it onto the line, and I feel like sometimes that's actually what the fish are taking, and kind of a peg egg sort of idea that you're hooking them on the fly that's right below that. So that's split shot, that's dry fly floatant. Then we move into having some flies. So I carry a lot of flies, definitely carry a lot of flies. Starting at the top, we got a little fish pond fly puck full of streamers. There's our micro meat whistle, some bunny leeches, all kinds of different streamers in there. So if I get the bug and want to throw a little bit of meat, I have some with me. There will be days that I dedicate this vest to streamers as well. The boxes I might be carrying could only be streamers. And so I'll just kind of shift around my fly boxes based on how I'm going out for the day. There's just so much opportunity here to put stuff. This Orvis Pro Vest is a high capacity vest, like I mentioned, but you can also pare it down and carry less. So down here we got fly boxes. So we got the dirty box, the peg egg and egg box. I got another dirty box on this side with my worms, pick stickers, all kinds of different San Juan worms and whatnot. For high water right now in Colorado, there's a lot of high water, so I'm fishing those more often. And my main compartments are really my kind of go-to boxes. So I have a good nymph box, a heavier, bigger nymph box, the nice tacky. We got the Umpqua little tiny fly box, our Magnum Midge here for all your small stuff. On the other side, I have kind of a combination of larger attractors as well, so stoneflies and whatnot, leeches and all that good stuff. And then I keep tucked away typically my dry fly boxes, and I might not carry these every time I go out. If I'm going out in the winter and maybe I'm just going out to Euro nymph, I'll bypass these, but I do have an MFC box here full of dry flies, your smaller dries, And then on the other side, we have our larger terrestrial dry fly box there. So that's all the fly boxes that I stuff away. Again, I'll pare down. I might not carry all of it. But then if I run into the situation where a hatch comes off and I have the right flies, then I'm thankful that I have it all with me. Some kind of tools tucked away. So we have our hook sharpener there. So as you go throughout the day, you keep your hooks nice and sharp. Carry a towel, especially in the wintertime. Again, just having a towel is nice. That's a Kelly Gallup tip that I picked up. Whenever you're handling fish and you let them go and your hands are wet, that's when you really get cold. So if you can dry your hands off, it helps just keep you warm throughout the day. There are some good dump pockets for, I'll put a buff in there sometimes. I might put my sun gloves in there throughout the day. Put a flask sometimes, maybe a cigar, that kind of stuff, just to have handy to sit on the river if things are slow and just enjoy the day. It's tucked away on the top half here. We got leaders, just various leaders, some tippet rings, just some terminal tackle just in case. Really, I don't change my leaders a whole lot, and if I needed to, I could always build leaders, but it's handy to have those at the ready, especially again, if that tri-fly hatch takes off and maybe you were fishing an indicator rig and now you got to turn back and have a nice taper leader for that presentation. And then I think the last thing I have in here is just a tape measure. Proof in the pudding. So if you catch a big fish, you don't have to fudge it or estimate it. The only other thing I really stuff away is in the back. I might put a rain jacket in there sometimes. I'll put some snacks back there, but I always have some sort of water filter. I used to carry water and I'd have like a hydration pack on and I might have a couple liters of water. It's just extra weight to carry around. And so whenever I can, if I'm in a waterway that it's okay to do so, I just carry this little water filter, dunk it in the river, drink some water, put it back, keep fishing. That way I don't have to worry about hauling water around with me all the time. And then as far as the net system goes, I like to hang my net on my vest. So this is about as large of a net as I've been able to do with this system. So I have just the buckle system with a gear keeper retractor here. Just clip right into that. It hangs off the back, nice and easy, just like so. Easy access, net your fish, let go, goes right back up. If I wanted a bigger net, if I had my long mid-length net from Fish Pond, just stuff that in my wader belt. For me, the vest is really the only way to go. Growing up, I always fished in like a khaki mesh vest and everything was just easy accessible, didn't have to think about it, not slinging a pack around or moving stuff. So I know they're not the coolest option out there. Guys are wearing slings and waist packs and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it's all about utility, and I found the vest to be the best option for the way that I fish. So I hope that helps you out. Hopefully you got some creative ideas from the stuff that I carry. But we'd love to hear from you as well. What do you have in your pack? What do you think is the key item that you carry, maybe that's a little different, that you want to share with everybody else? We appreciate if you were to leave some comments below for us. And thanks so much for watching. Have fun out on the water.